Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian. Welcome to Out of the Park Baseball 21, another episode with the Baltimore Orioles. Last episode, we finished the All-Star break, but more importantly, we have made a very daring strategy. Here's what we're doing. We are deliberately not signing our first or second round picks because we did some research in the last episode. And here's what we determined. There are 3 genuine megastars available in the draft. And that's just the 3 that we looked at. We have Jack Leiter. Instantly will become the best pitcher in our system, without question. We've got Drew Jones, an amazing center fielder, loads of potential to hit lots and lots of home runs. And we've got Termar Johnson, a great second baseman, a good shortstop, who seems to have all the offensive tools to carry his otherwise whatever glove. These are 3 incredibly talented players. And we might even be able to get 2 of them. Which will put us on the short path for greatness in the future. At a bare minimum, we're guaranteed 1 of these 3. And we might get 2. Excuse me one moment, folks. That's better. I had to give a presentation for work the other day, so my throat's a little bit drier than it normally would be. Now, not too much has gone right for this season otherwise. Who's missing? What did we do? Oh, catcher. Right. At the very end of the last episode, we traded Cisco. So let's throw in Ali Sanchez. And then Wins can back it up. Yeah, it's like Sanchez is just a better hitter in every way but power. And is also an amazing defender. So we'll stick with him. Perfect. But yeah, if we look at our team... No, I don't want batting ratings, I want batting stats. Let's focus on offense. It's been kind of a bad year for everyone other than Daniel Murphy and DJ Stewart. DJ has become a very valuable member of the team who nonetheless doesn't have a huge ceiling. This is probably as good as he's going to get, which is fine. Other players have ranged from merely acceptable to actively terrible. Kyle Lewis is one of the biggest disappointments so far. His first full year in the majors, and he is struggling to hit for average, which we knew. We knew contact wasn't a big part of his game, but I think 232, we can ask for more, and we should expect more. The rest of his package, very good. Very, very good. Draws lots of walks, hits home runs. Plenty of doubles. If he hit 30 points higher, he'd be an all-star for years to come. Just not yet. And then the rest of the team ranges from merely acceptable to actually objectively terrible. Tyler White has not had a good year so far. So, now we have a weird kind of incentive right now. There are 2 teams that are clearly worse than us. And a third team which is right around that area. If we fix anything that's wrong with this team and win too many games, we miss out on the chance to possibly get 2 of the best prospects that Major League Baseball has to offer. Oh, I missed the Tigers. Shit. So our pick is guaranteed to be second overall. Our second pick is probably going to be top 5, but that's not going to be enough to get one of the top 3. Damn it. Well, that's fine. On the pitching staff, things look somewhat more rosy. in that Michael Baumann is having a pretty good season, but We need to see a bit more from the rest of the staff, which is why we are going to be replacing our pitching coach at the end of the season. No, sorry, our hitting coach. Yeah, we'll replace them both at some point. Let's continue playing. I'm gonna skip the home run challenge. We can actually sim up to it, but unless one of our players is in it, I don't think we'll bother. We want game. No. Here we go. Home run challenge. Are any of my players actually in it? They are not, which is fine. So, we'll get there one day, guys. But for right now, none of them are Baltimore Orioles, so we don't care. How did our futures players do? Rushman got a hit. Luis Garcia got a hit. So each of them got a hit. And then Hancock got to close out the game. So, okay. Oh, and Fletcher. Damn, look at Fletcher. He killed it, dude. 3 1/3 innings. Only allowed 1 hit. Walked 3, but struck out 5. That's pretty damn good. I approve. Do we have anyone we want to trade? Jose Iglesias. Is Hall still injured or is Hall healthy? He's not going to be ready for the rest of the season. Do I have another shortstop in system? I could promote Garcia. I kind of don't want to, but we're also at the point where I can't really do much to mess with his service time because he's already on the 40-man. Let's wait till the trade deadline, actually, before we move him. I just want to give it a couple more weeks and see if we get any interesting offers. No, I don't want Tom Murphy. I'm not even going to waste my time. Or more accurately, their time, although it is the AI, so they really have infinite time if you think about it. That's fine. Do your thing, please. I don't want catchers. I don't know what... I know why you think I need a catcher. I'm quite deliberately not picking up a quality catcher, because I have one sitting in my system who's just waiting for a chance. Rosters and transactions, please. Injured list. Cole Stewart. The thing is, Travis Lakin's actually pitching fairly well this season. Can I send you to AAA? Oh, sorry. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter where I demote him to. You designate him for assignment. And all this actually does, it doesn't put him on waivers or anything. I'm just gonna I'm gonna outright him to AAA after I put him on the 40-man. There you go. Done. Who's Perez, and do I care? I don't really care. Tightness is fine. You'll figure it out. Okay, we can have Yoenis Cespedes back. You're going on a rehab assignment. I don't want bad catchers. Ooh, damn, Cedric Mullins. Well done. Hits for the cycle and gets 5 hits. I approve. There was a time when we were actually going to get rid of Mullins, and he's very clearly demonstrated that he can be a productive member of our lineup. Very nice work. Wasn't he an all-star this year, or was he not an all-star? He wasn't. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, Danny Salazar can come back. Great. He is also going on a rehab assignment. One of the things I don't want to do is rush players back, especially when I genuinely don't care if we win any games this season. I'd rather we didn't, in all honesty. How's standings coming along? Yeah, there we go. Now there's only one team that's clearly worse than me. Keep up the bad work, my dudes. Stop. Stop offering me catchers. Just cease your offers. I don't need crappy veteran catchers. Richard Blyer. Also on a rehab assignment. Okay, you're going to give me Carlos Taki, or Tachi probably. Pretty good fielder, pretty good hitter. Reed Love, who cares? No. I am not giving up Forrest Whitley. And I'm kind of okay at center field. Maybe not okay. I wonder if I could get Tochi without actually trading Whitley. He wants more. I can accommodate that. Here's the thing about Diaz. Diaz doesn't do any aspect of hitting particularly well. He's not bad at anything, but he's merely the definition of mediocrity. I mean, I'll look, but I genuinely don't expect you to give me any valuable prospects. I call this a win. We get a clearly better center fielder, and all we're giving up is a mediocre reliever. It is true that I'd have to offer him a bit more of a deal, but would you even consider giving me Tanner Burns? He wants a lot more. Which could include this Joker. This could just be we haven't scouted him enough. I'm not giving him up for that. I know what we could do. We could try to acquire a middle infielder. You're a decent shortstop, but you can't hit. Which is reasonable. Zack Rutherford. Okay, can handle shortstop. Can't hit super great. But I'm kind of okay with that. Now, can I get one more decent prospect? How's about Austin Vernon? Very bad deal. What would I have to throw in? Again, nothing I'm willing to give up. Eh. Would you throw in Luis Andahar? He wants something else. I will happily give him Deeds. And then can I get really greedy and get one more quality player? Logan Chapman's not very good. Bryce Bonin could be. Would you give me Bryce? Can't quite accept it. Not worth it. How's about Malcolm Nunez? No, not worth it. You guys have a lot of middling prospects. I know my general manager is not happy about this, but he is going to frankly have to suck it up. Cannot quite. I don't know what his issue is. Like, we have a couple of mediocre relievers and a center fielder whose, yes, is cheap, but who also doesn't hit. As opposed to Carlos Tocci, who is both a better center fielder and a much better hitter. Potentially. I'm pulling the trigger. And then I will happily put Mr. Tocci on the roster, and we're going to stick him in center. Let's also get a scouting report, just to make sure that we didn't just hose ourselves. I know, a little late for that, but that's fine. And we'll get Tocci in the lineup. Go ahead and give me that fat depth chart. No, I am not playing Ryland Bannon as the DH. You're delusional. Come on, game. Yeah, we're actually pretty convinced he's as good as advertised. We just think, yeah, he's reached his potential. Marlins. I am not overpaying for a second baseman. The one thing you should keep in mind for your own games that I'm not bothering with right now because I'm pretty sure that I don't want the players that are being offered. You do have 14 days, so I could basically order scouting reports and see if the players are actually any good. But we have a plan, my friends. A good plan. No. Mountcastle's probably going to make the majors next year. Just stop offering me catchers. Just stop, please. Wait, claim player? You waived him, and you're trying to get me to trade for him despite the fact I could grab him for free. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen the AI try. Yeah, dude, I will happily take a catcher like that. I can demote Wyans. Right. It is time to make a decision. And here's the thing, right? He's losing his ability to hit for contact. If he can't hit at least 270, I don't care how good his bat is. I can't afford him. And I bet if I check his extension demands, he's not even willing to talk to me. So we have two options. One, we keep an offer from a qualifying offer. That's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard. I'm not paying $17 million for a guy I wouldn't pay $5 million for. Or we trade him now and try to get something of value before he disappears. And that, I think, offers the better of our options. So, what is available to us? Let's start with prospects. Give me a chance to take a drink. It's hard to get super excited about any of these, but we can at least look through some of the more promising prospects. Let's start with Bailey Falter. Falter has good control, pretty decent stamina, 2 very good pitches, and 1 pitch that's kind of okay. Movement isn't great, but has pretty decent stuff. As a reliever, here's the downside. Mr. Falter has a fastball of 88-90. He's going to have to spot it perfectly to have success in the major leagues. This is valuable, and I'm not saying we wouldn't take him, but I just want to see the rest of the market. Archimedes Gamboa. Good second baseman, good shortstop, can't really hit. At best, he might hit a few doubles and draw a few walks. That's not nothing, but it's not enough. If I got him and Falter, I would make the deal. But I'd have to get both. Let's continue. Joe Rizzo. Good overall first baseman, very little room to grow. This is about as good as he's ever going to get. We do think he might put on a bit more discipline. This is a very league average type bat. These are a dime a dozen. Carlos Vidal is Joe Rizzo if he played right field instead of first base. Not wasting my time. Turner Larkins is like a 2% better version of Bailey Falter. Good movement, not great stuff. Okay control, 2 pretty decent pitches. Maybe. And that's it, really. So it comes on to who do I want more, Larkins or Falter? Larkins has one incredible advantage right now. I don't have to have him on the 40-man yet. Can I get both of them on one screen? Not quite. That's the upside. He's got a tiny bit more heat on his fastball, which means he could eventually strike people a lot more frequently. But here's the downside. He's very much a marginal pitcher. He could turn out to be an okay 4th or 5th starter, or he could wash out of the majors entirely. And I genuinely don't know which is going to happen. In Falter's case, yeah, he takes a 40-man spot. But I already know he has elite control and 2 elite pitches. Yes, he might not strike a lot of people out. Yes, he's probably going to get lit up when he fucks up. But when he doesn't, he's going to paint corners. And he's also younger. I will take Bailey Falter. And let's see if I can get you to throw in Archimedes. I don't mind him as a consolation prize. I do mind him as the big deal in the trade. Plus, you gotta love the name Archimedes, right? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Can I get super mega greedy? No. I'm going to keep poking, though. Franklin doesn't have anything to write home about. You can't hit. You could be a very interesting pitcher, Mr. Pipkin. What if I drop Gamboa? No, you are quite correctly. What if I drop Falter? Nah, Pipkin's a little bit too raw. You guys have a lot of injured pitchers. You're okay. Wants a little bit more. I'm deliberately looking for people who aren't eligible for the 40-man yet, so that I don't have to waste a spot on them. Jalen Eichler. I could maybe add you to. No, he wants something else. He won't accept that deal. Josh Hendrickson. No. It seems like we're just getting to the point where they're just like, this is enough. I'm not giving you anything else. Which is fair. Very close. I could offer you Jairo Vasquez, who is pretty terrible. I'm just going to let this one go. I'm not going to fight him on it. Complete the trade. And then I do have to put Falter on the roster, which is fine. Hunter, you're getting lit up in the majors. Maybe you're not ready yet. If I set you to being a starting pitcher, how much worse does your stuff get? It gets pretty bad. You'll pretty much never strike... Oh, no, it doesn't. Your stuff stays the same. Let's put you out of the back end of the bullpen for some emergency starting pitching and some long relief work. I could even make you a starter, but I just don't want to accidentally make the team too much better. Anyone else we want to... Oh, you know what else we need? I need to put a shortstop on the roster. We're probably going to make a lot of moves in the offseason because we have a lot of players that are just not worth their potential. And I can almost certainly do better. I could tread Lakins, honestly. Like, with his tool set, he's doing amazingly well. I'm not worried about it. Who was the other guy I just acquired? Yeah, Gamboa. Hasn't even been in Double A yet. Okay, fair enough. What team are you on now? You're in the rookie league. You can go ahead and play in our double A. Yeah, it was Rutherford I was thinking of. He's not really ready. Andujar's not really ready. Let's call up. I could flip Cespedes. What could I get for you? Prospects only. And people who don't need to go under the 40-man. He's Rule 5 eligible. Connor Siebel. No, he's obviously Rule 40 eligible. Rule whatever. I know what I mean. I could grab my dude Turner. But he is eligible for the Rule 5, which is problematic. Jackson Clough. Ineligible. Probably won't be a great hitter, but might be a decent one. And a pretty okay shortstop. For an upper division shortstop, I think we just pull the trigger. And I'm not even going to haggle. Because Yoenis Cespedes no longer serves a purpose for us. He just doesn't. Also, that opens up a 40-man spot, which isn't nothing at this point. How much longer do I have you? I have 2 more team options. I want to give you a chance to recover first. Hey, it's Victor. I remember you. You're a weird dude, Mr. Hall. You've got 3 top-notch pitches, but I don't know that you'll ever throw for much control. Basically, limited to me and OSA thinks you'll get a better strikeout rate. What we have is fine. It's just not, mind-blowing. Anyone else I'd like to move? I still don't have the shortstop problem solved. But I also want to make sure that Garcia gets a full or close to a full year in AAA. Because he could be a regular starter at second or a very good starter at third or short if his home run power and his discipline develop. I don't want to rush him. I could call Kendall back up. I'm wondering if Kendall will ever hit for enough contact to make his other skills marketable. I think we need to see more from him in the minors before we make a decision. Anybody want Blyer? Like, I'm not even going to get picky on Blyer. If I get anything of value for him that doesn't cost me a 40-man roster spot, it's worth it to me. I can have Matt Frawley. I mean, he's not terrible. I would have to put him on the 40-man. Is Blyer on the 40-man, though? He is. It's difficult to argue that Frawley here is not an upgrade, but I also don't like the idea of acquiring that just to gain something of minimal value. I could get rid of Velasquez and let Kendall come back up as a third outfielder, or like a fourth outfielder. Velasquez can play so many positions, though. He's got a bit extra of additional value to him that really no other player has on our roster. You could be a doubles machine, and you're actually hitting very, very well in AAA. I still have some faith that you'll turn out to be something useful. Alright. If we don't acquire a new player, who's going to end the year as our shortstop? We also use an upgrade at third base, too. It's not going to be Rondon. That's for sure. Well, maybe it will be. I don't feel the need to necessarily call up another shortstop. So maybe I would be okay with calling up Kendall. Let's do it. Let's call up Kendall. And let's just let him basically figure out how to hit. Oh, right. Rondon, you're going to be the new shortstop. I know this actually makes our team worse. I also don't care. This seems reasonable. I'm not going to question it. Do you have a option? You do. Which I'm going to execute the shit out of for next season. Okay. Let's proceed. I'm going to be very active in the off season. Hey, any interesting developments here? Zack Rutherford is getting pretty good at playing second. DL Halls put some ability on his movement. Riggio's getting a bit better at center field. Hall is one of these players I look at, and I ask myself, why does the game like him so much? He's got good stamina, throws really hard, and has 3 possibly elite pitches. I get that. But he doesn't seem to have accomplished much. And I know he's eligible for the Rule 5 draft. And I'm definitely not letting a prospect of his caliber go in the Rule 5. I need to create more spots. And I got Francisco Pena for free. So that was pretty stupid. I will add him. Oh, sorry. I will add him as my primary backup for this season. This is mostly out of spite. This is just them making a bad offer, and I was like, why would I trade anything when I can get him for free? Oh, it's different. I'm guaranteed the first overall pick. That's so good. Yeah, and you know, elite second round pick too, great, but come on, Milwaukee, go on a winning streak. I believe in you. I don't believe in DJ Stewart. Oof. My biggest issue now is that I have to put someone on the 40 man to replace him. I could just call him McKenna. Like, look, Stewart wasn't really playing regularly. And I can let Kendall have some low... No, dude. Every 10. I can let Kendall have some low concern at bats. Every 10. I am never benching. No, you're just if started. Starter is tired. Mullins is like the one consistently decent hitter on this team. I'm not benching him. Danny Salazar. I will demote Mr. John Means. No, I said demote. And then you can be the starter again. Hey, good work, Norfolk. Richard Blyer. I just don't see a huge amount of value to him. Like, for what he could do for our club, he's not worth it. So rather just go ahead and release him, and whoever wants him can have him for the couple $100,000 for the rest of this season. Yes, good. Top 2 picks in the draft. Here I come. Some improvements to Dorian. Okay, I am really glad I didn't trade you. What the? You says potential improved to 65, and yet here it only says 55. What? Maybe I just need to advance a day. Maybe I will advance a day. Alright, now can I look at him and see... It still says 55. Oh, as a reliever. Got it. I'm going to leave him a starter as long as he can be, but it's good to know that he could be an elite level reliever. Okay. 3 homers for Bannon. Good for him. A roster expansion. Nope, we're good. I can only add 2 people anyway. Yeah, we're fine. I'm not gonna add anybody. Don't accidentally win too many games, guys. We're trying to build a great dynasty. And securing the top 2 picks in the draft, a loaded, very top-heavy draft, would go a long way to accomplishing that for us. Hey look, Danny Salazar got hurt again. What a shocker. Oh joy. I've never been so excited to see 106 in the wrong column, but that's where we are right now. I am very excited. There we go. Regular season ends. Oh no. Like, I don't even care that this season was a train wreck. Because it's so worth it. It really is worth what we did this season. And I don't see how you can argue that it's not. The only bad thing with the cap is I could get fired. But I'm going to try to make a mini push next season to get as close to the 500 mark. Even though we won't make the playoffs, just to make sure that I still have a job. Yeah. Let's look at the owner goals. He likes Cedric. He's upset about that. He's glad to get rid of Chris Davis. He's very happy, but he's not super thrilled. That's fine. Okay. I think we can go a bit longer today. Top 3, baby. 3 in the top 10, rather. Alright. So, decision 1. Do we bring back Danny Salazar? He's still what he is. But look at his ability to throw with heat. It's gone. It's gone. He's gone. Daniel Murphy. Now, Daniel Murphy was a very productive hitter for us and cost us next to nothing. I see no reason to not bring him back. Done. I need to find a new hitting coach. That's going to be easy enough. Let's start with that. AJ Hinch is apparently an amazing hitting coach, but I'd rather have Kevin Long. Don't worry, my dudes. Norfolk. Okay, he has a good influence on Adley Rushman. That's good enough for me. Wait, what? Kevin Long. Get over here. I want him very badly. Okay. So, season is over. We need to start freeing up some 40-man slots. Because I need to make a mini push this season. It doesn't have to be anything fantastic. But I gotta get signed to an extension or I can't keep playing as the Orioles. This is the year we're going to call up a couple of minor leaguers. So, step one. Hunter Harvey. We are supremely confident that you're a terrible player. I'm going to go ahead and waive you. And maybe you'll probably get through waivers, actually. And then I can just hide you and not worry about losing you. John Means. Good old Pat here. I will like to offer you minor league extension because you had an amazing year in Buffalo. Not Buffalo. I don't even remember what team it is. Okay, starting with John Means. You are the worst combination of low velocity and, yeah. You are a nightmare. I'm getting rid of you. Any kind of remotely interesting prospect, you are gone. Nobody wants you. That's fair. I don't want you either. You gone. You just automatically didn't even offer Danny Barnes a contract, which is a good call. You gone. Miguel Castro. I would like to buy low on you. I think a one-year deal for him is fine. Tanner Scott, if you don't want to be paid, I'm fine with that. Can I get a 4-year deal? I'm going to include a couple $100,000 each year. I will happily open up the pocketbook to sign Tanner Scott at a discount. No, you know what? That's fair. How about just an even... 890,000. There we go. Done. Francisco Pena. I thank you for your service. You're gone. I'm not paying $2 million when I have one of the greatest possible catchers in the majors that's going to start next year. Tyler White. White Tyler. Whitey, okay. You had a real bad season. Like, such a bad season. And I have Ryan Mountcastle, who is at least somewhat capable of meeting your level of production. I kind of believe that you'll have a bit of a bounce back. But I'm also not sure when that would happen. And I'm not going to pay you $2 million plus to find out. You gone. Rio Ruiz. Big disappointment. Not a great third baseman, but you don't want very much money. I don't have a clear replacement for you. Rondon. You hit homers, you play okay shortstop, and that's all you contribute to a team. I would keep you around for one more season just because... Now, DJ Stewart is the first one of these guys I'm actually interested in and how it's going to work out for us. Rondon, I mean... I don't have to rush, actually. Let's get a scouting report on it, because we don't know very much about him, right? DJ Stewart. I'm going to trade you, and here's why. You will never hit 280 again. You won't. I know it. You know it. If I can trade you and get a decent prospect in exchange, it is the winnest win of all the win-wins. Garrett Whitlock. A decent arm. Would need a 40-man spot, which is a bit of a downer. But so would my man Tyler Phillips, right? Jordan Guerrero. Oh, you're an interesting guy. You're a very interesting guy. You are very, very good at keeping the ball in the park. That's been an issue for the Baltimore players. You know what? I'm going to grab him. Like, I'll try to get another prospect, but I quite frankly don't expect it. And if they did offer it, I would be legit shocked. How about Pedro Martinez? You consider it to be an insult. That's fair. I'd consider it to be an insult too. Kyle Jacobson, no. Christopher Morel, I mean, he could replace Rio Ruiz. Then again, we're also using a 40-man spot on a guy who's never even gotten to Double-A. Probably not a smart call. Ezequiel Pagan, maybe. He's a good throw-in, sure. Nope, even that's too much for you. Troubling. Yeah, Jaden Fine. We hope that he starts cranking out 30 homers a year. Or we get nothing. The kind of player you're probably willing to give up. Nope, you just drafted him. Never mind. You know what? That's fine. We're trading a pretty big flash in the pan for a relatively good pitcher. Like, I'm not even mad. I will happily give him an extension. Yeah, he literally just wants a very minor raise. Done. Just the easiest call I've ever made. And we're going to sim up to the end of the month. Here's Jose Rondon. Know a little bit more about him. Let's get one more report on him. Now, here's the thing. We can't be major players in free agency. I cannot lose those draft picks. Oh, you guys signed. That's lovely news. I got my hitting coach. Hunter Harvey, guess what? Nobody wanted you. I am not remotely shocked. Go away. Who else on the 40-man is not worth keeping around? Why can I not quit you? Let's request your scouting report. I'll probably wait till after free agents file and then probably make a couple more moves. Paul Fry. I wouldn't want to lose you for nothing, but I would definitely consider trading you. Yeah, we got a bunch of people who weren't that impressive. A lot of you are going to actually disappear in the very near future. So I'm going to go ahead and let it happen. Rio Ruiz, you don't want to come back, actually. And neither is Rondon. Why are you in such bad attitudes? Oh, there's apparently still jerks on the team. Who are the jerks? Who are you? Like, there's no one that's a slacker. I think you're just pissed because you're losing. But don't worry, my dudes. It's gonna be worth it. The pain and suffering. I need you to trust the process. All Orioles fans. I have a plan. Velasquez is... He is what he is. And what he is marginally decent at a number of positions. Hey, Cedric Mullins. Congratulations, bro. Oh, look how shiny that is. That's sexy. Yeah. Good stuff. I mean, I'm a winning manager of the year, and nor do I deserve to. Jose. I know you extremely well, and what I know is that you're merely eh. That's, you know what, might be the best we can do right now. Don't worry, my lads. We'll get there. I'm just going to write to free agency filings. That's fine. Look, they ruled in my favor because you're both delusional. And free agency filings. Okay. Yes, I recognize there are some unique talents here. I equally recognize I'm not opening up the checkbook for any of them because I would probably lose a draft pick. Max Scherzer, $40 million. Oh, my friend. You are high. Are you the one who played for Houston? You are the one who played for Houston. Pass. Like, I could spend money if I wanted to. I just kind of don't see the point. Hector Neris. Wait, what? Oh, you're a pitcher. Okay, fair enough. Like, there's nobody here that I look at and say, oh my stars, he is the key to all of my dreams. Like, yeah, there's a couple of elite level players, but they also come with the price of a draft pick. And that's a price I'm not really willing to pay. Michael Conforto is a pretty good dude. I could maybe sign him. Maybe. I'm not paying you $27 million a year. You are absolutely fucking nuts. No. Like, there's nobody here that I look at and I can definitely tell you this person changes our team. There just isn't. Like, this is an okay second baseman. I am not paying $15 million a year for that. Like, I know I've got money to spend. I'm just not dumb enough to spend it on crap. See, this is what we spend money on. Pedro Avila. I'm going to sign you to a major league contract because you're never going to get promoted because you're injured. So I'm going to go ahead and toss you a $950,000 contract. I think that's extremely reasonable of me. Grab Jesus Aguilar. Meh. What? That was weird. Yeah, there's so many players here that are just not impressive. No, I am not giving you $3.8 million. Thanks for playing. Greg Garcia. I will offer you... can you play short? You can play third, but you're not a very good hitter. Pass. Alexander Martinez, on the other hand. You want a minor league contract. I can definitely give you that. These are all pitchers that are signing for free. Up? Not necessarily. Just get us some minor league free agents. So yeah, I would back up the truck if I could get something that was worth my money. There just isn't anyone. Kevin Gausman, maybe. Maybe Kevin Gausman. Let's get our dude to have a look at him. Yeah, fine. You're just going to go right back on the DL, so I'm not, like, going to lose any sleep over it. Here you go. Okay, we instantly reevaluate him. Let's do it again. Just stop. Yep, notice he keeps falling. And his compensation demands are going up. I am not paying $18 million for mediocrity. I don't know who you think I am or how stupid you think I am, but that is not worth the money. Okay. Um, when is the Rule 5? There it is. Um, I can't keep you in the minors anymore. I can't. There is no good reason that Rushman should not be on the Major League roster. Unless I'm going to monkey with his service time. Let's get a new scouting report on him. What can you tell me about him? Hall of Fame. Mark Burley is a joke. I will vote for Todd Helton. I've got a special spot in my heart for Julio Franco. Tim Hudson, yes, ish. I'm going to vote for Andrew. I'm going to vote for Jeff. Like, I kind of feel like I have to vote for David Ortiz. I'm going to throw a ballot Andy Pettit's way. Obviously A-Rod. Obviously Manny Ramirez. Gary Sheffield. That's it. Sorry, Sammy. You get left off in favor of Julio Franco. How can you not love Julio Franco? Please explain that to me. Even I love him. Mostly because he played for the Indians in his younger years. But it's just... He was so fun. I'm sorry. It's a weakness. I accept it. You think he's rated a 75? Oh no, and you still think it's low accuracy. Yeah, you need to stop asking me about catchers, because all of my catcher problems are about to be solved. You know, I think this is a little reasonable. I think I can make that happen. You are not getting DL Hall. I'll tell you that right now. God, I almost want to promote Rushman now just to get them to stop offering me crappy catcher. Oh, shit. I got decisions to make. I got to make them right the fuck now. Okay. All right. I don't have to add Rushman right now. But I do want to leave a spot for him. Aaron Fletcher. Yes, please. 40 man. Whitley. Without a doubt, 40 man. Larnock. 40 man. Coat. Kate, maybe. He's alright, I guess. Brian Miller. Anything I might actually waive him. Yeah, now we're getting into like the 40s, and I don't really care. Um, I've got to add DL Hall. I am not letting him get away with me for nothing. Not when he still has lots of potential. I'm actually willing to let you walk if you do, because you don't offer much with a. Oh, hang on. There we go. My head scout likes him a little bit more. He was having a good season. Anyone I want off of the 40 man. Like Lakins. Oh god, was I really looking at the wrong season? Yeah, he really melted down there. Alright. Wave. Mr. Stewart. Wave. Wins. I'll keep you. Rondon, I'll keep you for right now. Got a leave spot for Rushman. He's going to get promoted. I'm just waiting. You know, I'm going to add Hall to the 40 man. And just see how he turns out. And there's no one else I have to add, so I won't. Let's also go ahead and look at our elite prospects. Daniel Corona Jr., you pretty much made rookie ball your bitch. How would you like to play in A-ball this year? Allegre. Ooh. Yes. I'm willing to spend a 40-man spot just to give you a little more time to prove that you can handle stuff. Pierre. I'm going to let you repeat A-ball because you're only 20. Let's shift you to high A. I think you've at least earned that much. Right. Encarnacion. You did fairly well. You can get a shot in Double A. Rodriguez. I'm going to leave you in high A for another year, just because I have no idea what to make of you yet. Emerson Hancock. You did not handle your promotion well. Let's actually go ahead and leave you in high A. Hall, you had a great year in Double A. Triple A for you, good sir. And that, I think, covers the premium prospects. They've all been assigned to new levels. Rushman, Garcia, and Fletcher are all getting promoted. I'm just going to instantly stop you right there. I'm going to try to sneak Rondon. Do I try to sneak him through errors or do I just trade him? Because my problem with you is that all of your value is going to come from hitting homers. And if you can't hit like 25 homers a year, you don't deserve to be starting. I should maybe wait before I pull him off the 40 man. I really don't like that I can't put people on the disabled list. That seems unfair, but whatever. Okay. El Drafto D Rule 50. Is there anybody with any upside that's worth taking in this draft? There's a fair few. Ooh, Jimmy Robbins. Like, you potentially have a buttload of, well, potential. Mr. Garcia. There are a ton of interesting players here. Oh, now you're the most interesting of them all. Because remember, Ruiz is no great shakes. And if I put you at third base, who would you recommend that I take? You want me to take Tyler Frank, who also plays third base. He's admittedly a bit more polished, but I'm going to take a shot at Perdomo. I'll auto draft until my next pick, and let's see if anyone else that I want is still here. Not Ty Moore. Oh, that's actually kind of sad. Like, he doesn't do anything great, but I kind of wanted him a little bit. No, I didn't care. I'm just tricking myself. I didn't care. Anthony Garcia. Oh, Anthony. Lewis. I could always have Garcia hit at DH. I need to free up a 40-man spot. Rondon. Can I just flat out trade you and open up the spot? I've got to grab Garcia. Someone with that kind of legendary power is the kind of player that has to be on my team. Nobody wants him. That's fair. Let's open up the list to other possible contenders. Why did I do that? I want the 40-man spot. I don't actually want a replacement for him. That was super dumb. That was real super dumb. Yeah. Please waive him. Wave bye-bye, Mr. Rondon. I need me some Garcia in my life. He's too good. Gimme. Auto draft. And that's it. Those are the players I wanted. I'll just go ahead and complete the draft. Done. So we've got a potentially extremely talented third baseman and a potentially very, very good right fielder. And I have the glorious problem of figuring out who actually plays right field. Or I could shift him to left and then put Mullins in as a DH. I have options now, which is really terrific for my outfielders. And I got a clear possible upgrade at third base. I am excited. Okay. And then I can make other promotions once injury time is over. Geraldo Perdomo. He's a bit slower than we thought. Meh. Give me the bloody good stuff. Okay. He's a 70 out of 80. He does everything well. He's going to be on the roster. I cannot for even 1/10 of 1 second justify not keeping him, not promoting him at this point. At this point, it would purely be a game of manipulating service time. And while that's important, you know what? I don't want you anymore, my dude. You're being very choosy for a guy who won't even pitch this year. And I think you've got loads of potential. And I'd like to see you realize that potential. How much money do you actually want? He really doesn't want very much. He's basically looking to get paid to heal and hope that it turns out. I'm basically buying a lottery ticket, and to be quite frank, it's more than worth it. Garcia. We unlike OSA, who thinks he has like 40 homer power, we think he's a bit rougher than that. Okay, Mr. Perdomo. You are what you are, and what you are is a very confident, competent overall hitter who's making a big jump, but it's a jump he might be able to handle. Also, can I just say, teams Baltimore, I got 1, 9, 14, 19, 23, 38, 51. And Mr. Perdomo is only off by 3. I have 7 in the top 100. That's pretty insane. We've built ourselves quite a farm system, my friends. And at least 2 of those players are coming to the majors with the potential for even more. No, I take it back 3. Maybe even 4 or 5. But this is a big year for us. We're going to start cashing in some of our rookie chips and see where that gets us. Oh god, that was a disgusting belch. Ugh. And there goes Mr. Avila. Can I put him on the DL yet? Or is it still considered the off-season? It's still the off-season. I don't want to lose him. I don't want to get rid of Falter. I just acquired him. Paul Fry. Here we go. You don't have much to brag about. Hey, Paul Fry was extremely popular. Like, I can see why he's attractive to pitchers. I don't think he's got a very good future. I just don't, my dudes. And Detroit got him. Good for Detroit. I think we'll go ahead and play this episode up to opening day. Oh man, you give me even more money. Guess where I'm going to put that money? If you said scouting and player development, you are right on the money. No pun intended. I'm just going to add $1 million more, so I'm paying a little... Oh, hell no. Chalk another 0 onto that, please. That's more like it. Because we're going to need a ton of money to sign our draft picks. This is money I'm banking for a purpose. And that purpose is blowing people's freaking minds. Hey, Jordan Guerrero once saw Guru and apparently feels that he can pitch better. Know what? That works for me. Who got in? Alex Rodriguez and David Ortiz. Sammy got bumped. Well, it's understandable, really. Do we learn anything new about him? His control's slightly better. Hey. That's whatever. I'm just literally trying to... Oh, it's preseason now. I should be able to start putting people on the DL. Done. Done. That was just 2. But it's 2 spots on the 40-man, which is what matters the most. Oh, and Hall. Injured. Okay. Oh, it's because he's actually healthy now. Nice. I'm just going to put him in AAA for now. Oh, wait. No, not AAA. What was the last league you played in? You played in AA. You played fairly well. You may get promoted. Actually, I think you will get promoted. No, you won't. I got other people that need to be promoted. Anything else interesting here? Grayson Rodriguez is proving he's not far away from the majors, although he also injured himself. That wasn't very smart. Oh man, Luigi Swan. I spent $5 million on you. You gotta give me more than that, my dude. So what we'll do at the end of this episode, I will go ahead and set the 26-man roster. And then we'll go from there. And the next episode, we'll actually set rosters and so forth. Mr. Rushman, you instantly make that roster. Clay Fisher, you know what? I think you can have yourself a shot. Sure. Why not? I got 60 spots. I'm going to use them. Caden Grenier, Mr. Hall. You think Gunnar Henderson can handle high A, then we'll promote him. Damn it. And Mr. Rizzo, too. Why not? Yeah. And then, my bench coach dude. Yeah, we're just going to be swapping people in and out. All over the bloody place. It's going to be great. Pitching, etc. And I always do a 6-man rotation in spring training. Okay. Let us sim ahead 1 month. And you have the flu. Boo-hoo. He's got a stiff back. That's fine. I have a stiff back. I'm 37 freaking years old and I always have a stiff back. That's life for you, my friends. That's life. So what are my expectations this season? I think my target is 75 wins. That would obviously be a gigantic move. I'm not going to dispute that. Holy shit, Oscar, you're really getting good. And how did we acquire you? An international free agent. Thanks, past Orioles. It looks like you weren't terrible at everything. I think we can manage 75 wins. I know that's 20 more wins. But I think we can do it. We've got some scary good talent here. And why did I get this? Oh, because Richard Arena used to be my dude, didn't he? I remember you. Remove him from the short list. Right. I think at the very least we've got a potentially super competitive lineup. The pitching staff, not so much. I think we're still a couple of seasons away or a lot of money from building a high-quality pitching staff. But I don't think we're far from a quality lineup. Okay. Alright, gotta get down. We need to dispose of 7 to 8 pitchers. So, let's make the obvious choices. Mr. Allegra. Minor leagues with you. Where did you pitch last? Rookie ball? Yeah, you can be an A ball. And if you get demoted further, that's fine. Hanafi, you're gone. DL Hall, you are a starter. But you're also a starter that I want to start in AAA this season. Zimmerman is just unnecessary at this point. I think we've got enough raw talent that I don't have to feel the need to have him there. What does this put us at, pitchers? I still gotta get rid of 3 more. Okay. Whitley, you pitched a lot in AAA last season. Let's let you start the year in AAA. Tate demoted, Ramirez demoted. What are you guys actually a starter? Falter. You're going to be a starting pitcher now. We've got a rockin' bullpen. This is known. Wins. I'm just going to go ahead and waive you, and if you get claimed, you get claimed. Palmero demoted. Fisher demoted. Hall demoted. You know what? You can both play in AAA. Grenier demoted. How are we going to solve this situation? Let Garcia play short? How much does his value change at short? He's actually quite a bit worse. I'll keep him at second then. Rondona's gone. Oh, he doesn't have to be in the 40-man roster. I can... Oh, no, I guess he does, doesn't he? Just release him, please. That's fine. I can eat 800 grand. Mason of the minors. McKenna. Miller. Larnock. Kendall. One more demotion. Chatham? Chatham. Okay, friends, we're down to 26. Let's make the move. Rushman to the 40-man. Beautiful. Anyone else who needs to be promoted? No, I think we're good. We're going to go ahead and advance to opening day. Then the beginning of next episode, we are going to get the rotation set and get the lineup set. Remember, our hope is at least 75 wins this year. I don't know that we'll manage that, but we're going to try. Oh, look at that. 3 of the top 10. That's sexy. Until next time, though, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.